Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rich Bradley, President of the Board of Public Service. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Public Service for October 4th, 2022. This is a public meeting and there are no lettings or no hearings today. So I would ask that only members of this board be allowed to speak unless recognized by myself or the secretary. Without further ado, I'll ask the secretary to please call the roll.
Director Davis. Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Isom.
Aye.
Director Scoggin.
Present.
Director Scobie.
Present.
Director Williams.
Present.
And President Bradley.
Present, we have a quorum. I will call this meeting to order.
For the president, recommendation that approval be given as follows. Plans and specifications for letting number 8755 for the Forest Park Bow Lake Pavilion, BPS project number 2018-83-056.2, located at 5032 Clayton Avenue in Forest Park, St. Louis, Missouri. Contract and bond for letting number 8747 Forest Park Round Lake renovation, BPS project number 2018-83-056, St. Louis, Missouri. New Equipment Services Division Equipment Repairs Service Contract with Pat Kelly Equipment Company. This contract provides service and repairs through September 30th, 2027. The maximum not to exceed amount is $50,000. New Equipment Services Division Uplifting Building for Fleet Vehicles Service Contract on Heavy Duty Vehicles and Incidental Parts Service Contract with Trans Body Company LLC. This contract provides service through September 30th, 2027. The maximum not to exceed amount is $240,000. New Equipment Services Division Service Contract for mechanical repairs on chassis and body equipment with David Schmidt Truck Service. This contract provides service and repair through September 30th, 2027. The maximum not to exceed amount is $385,000. New Equipment Services Division Service Contract for Municipal Vehicle Fleet Technicians for the City of St. Louis Board of Public Service Equipment Services Division with Launch Technical Workforce Solutions. This contract provides service and repair through October 31st, 2027. The maximum not to exceed amount is $30,000. New Equipment Services Division Service Contract for Repair and Maintenance of Boat Motors with Duple Marine Center. This contract provides service and repair through July 31st, 2027. The maximum not to exceed amount is $250,000. Third Amendment to Facilities Management Division Contract number 74554. HVAC Water Treatment Service Contract with Bremco Corp. This amendment in the amount of $18,250 renews the contract for an additional year and adds labor and markup rates for work performed beyond the scope of regular contract maintenance. From the Office of Special Events, request for the following to be approved subject to certain conditions. 2 special events to be declared as festival zones. Italian Heritage Parade and Festival in the Hill neighborhood on October 9th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Setup will be on October 8th at 9 a.m. and teardown will be on October 10th at 10 p.m. Boeing Annual Car Show at the 2900 block of Locust Street on October 15, 2022 from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Setup will be at 6 a.m. and teardown will be at 5 p.m. Director of Public Utilities, recommendation that the board declares as emergency actions for the following. Asbestos abatement of approximately 300 linear feet of thermal pipe insulation in the south pump pit of the Chain of Rocks distributive pump station. Sampling and testing of discharges from outfalls of NPDES discharge permit renewal at the Chain of Rocks and Howard Bend water treatment plants. Scaffolding set up to install new 6-inch ductile iron pipe section in the Howard Bend filter plant. Director of Public Utilities and Safety, joint recommendation that the following be approved subject to certain conditions. Application number 131220, request from Publicity Flags LLC to consolidate adjoining parcels into one parcel at 1133 Pine Street in City Block 503. Directors of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that one application from Charter be approved subject to certain conditions. Application number 000058 1031 North Jefferson. Joint recommendation that one application from Union Electric doing business as Ameren, Missouri be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 131-168, 2100 North First Street. Director of Streets, recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 131-087, request from Hotel Indigo to encroach in the public right-of-way with tables and chairs for Sidewalk Cafe at 501 Olive Street. Application number 131-185, request from doing business as Idera Italian Eatery in the public right-of-way with tables and chairs for Sidewalk Cafe at 48 Maryland Plaza. And for the Director of Public Safety, there are 9 conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Sandra Long, zoning specialist for the city, and I'll be representing the building commissioner at today's meeting. Per board order number 766 transmitted here with our recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 9 applications: 6401 January, 4507 Morgan Ford, 4719 Bessie Court, 4921 Hampton, 3636 Page Unit C, 4535 Darrellman, 3607 Cass, 4101 St. Louis Avenue, and 4321 Shoto. I request that these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Thank you, Sandra. Are there any questions or comments on today's conditional uses? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
I move to approve. Scobie?
Second, Davis.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Isom,
Aye.
Director Scoggin,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
and President Bradley.
Aye, today's conditional uses are approved. I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. Are there any questions or comments on those meeting minutes as presented? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve, Williams.
Okay, so I have about 3 motions to approve. So let's go with motion to approve Director Scoggins. Let's go with second Director Williams. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Abstain.
Director Isom,
Aye.
Director Scoggin,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
and President Bradley.
Aye, the minutes are approved. Today's agenda, are there any questions or comments on today's BPS meeting agenda? Again, seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve, Hayes.
Second, Davis.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Isom,
Aye.
Director Scoggin, Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams, and President Bradley.
Aye, the agenda for today's meeting is approved. Before we adjourn, are there any questions or comments from any of our board directors? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved, Hayes.
Second, Scobie.
Thank you, directors. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a nice afternoon.
You too, sir.
Yeah.
Bye.